Welcome to A&K Computers New Year Scheduling for Cloud Users. Each year, all WinPCO customers must perform our annual New Year scheduling for the upcoming year. It is recommended that this process is done the last week of December or at the end of the month before January. This procedure will allow you to set up the schedule for the calendar year and create invoices for the new year. First, we'd like you to go into Options and select Year-End Processing. This feature does require a clearance code. If you do not have a clearance code, you can contact A&K Computers to obtain one. The next step is change the new year to the year that's upcoming. Click OK. Once you have changed the schedule for the new year, you go into Invoices, Create Invoice. Next to the date field is the calendar. You simply go into January of the new year, click on any date, doesn't matter, click OK, and then create your January invoices. Okay. Now, once you perform the New Year scheduling, you may run across some scenarios in the month of December. And some examples of that is like a customer who's contacted you in December, but that service is not going to start until January of the new year, like a single service or one shot. The next one that you may run across is a customer who started service in December, who had their first service in December, but the regular service doesn't begin until January of the new year. The third one is a customer who's contacted you in December, but the regular service does not begin until the new year. So let's cover the first one. So we have a customer, brand new, has contacted us, and in this particular case, he's going to have a single service or one shot, and it's going to be done in January of the new year. So to do that, you simply hit Schedule, and you create the invoice for December. Once the invoice has been created, you simply go to Current, double click on the single service, and change the date to the date that it's scheduled for in January of the new year. The second scenario that you may run across in the month of December is a customer who's interested in regular service, and their first service is going to be done in December, but the regular service will start up in the new year. So here again, we have a customer who's going to have regular service, so we simply create the invoice for December. Okay. And because this customer is going to be establishing regular service, if it's a monthly customer, we want to make sure we have a 2 here. So if it's a monthly customer, you simply can change this to 01, and you want to keep it in the current year. So you hit Schedule. Okay, and it's scheduled for the whole calendar year. But because we created an invoice in December, we want to make sure that there's a 2 here. So in 2013 or any future years, it would generate an invoice. And same thing for like it was bi-monthly. And you change this to like 02. And the current year that you're in, click on Schedule. It's the same process for quality, etc. So you want to make sure if there's a invoice field here is blank, if there's a 1 there, make sure you change that to a 2. Because you're on the cloud version, you're unable to change the date and time on your local computer. So on the virtual, when we go into January for real, when you create invoices each month, the months that the customers are doing will actually have an invoice generated. This ends the WinPCO New Year scheduling for cloud users.